Are you getting noise from my side? Noise?
No,
Kinda.
no,
No noise? Oh,
no
there
noise.
was a big noise. I thought like you were having problems.
I didn't hear
Okay.
it.
Oh, okay, nice.
Hmm.
So, dude, in this meeting, tonight, I wanna know something from your side.
Hmm.
Like if we wanna be a master in a language, then definitely we gotta know that language as a language, not as a subject, isn't it?
Hmm.
But in our
Hmm.
country, Bangladesh, we think that English is a subject. That's why after
Hmm.
studying more than 12 years, they know grammar, vocabularies, but still when they're gonna say something in English, nothing comes in their minds. These kind of problems are facing different professionals, for example, teachers, professors, and others. So,
Hmm.
what do you think about this? Like, why are they having these kind of problems?
Because language is not only a subject.
Yep.
That's why kids they don't study uh, their first language as a subject. They
Hmm.
just hear that from the parents, from their
Yeah.
friends, from their programs, favorite programs like TV shows, cartoon, and stuff like that. They
Hmm.
don't learn a language as a subject. You know, because it doesn't work in order to speak, in order to communicate. If you learn a language just as a subject, you don't
Hmm.
learn to communicate just the rules of the language.
Yeah.
It's like learn about football without playing.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, that's
It's
true.
impossible.
Hmm. So, dude, like when you started learning this language in that time, did you learn grammar first, or like what did you focus basically?
Yeah, I used to focus on grammar.
All right.
I used to study a lot of it.
Hmm.
When I was in high school,
Yep.
I was one of the best, you know, students, English students, and I used to study a lot in order to pass the exams, but I wasn't able to speak, to communicate, to understand what I was, you know,
Yeah.
listening to through the radio, through, you know, uh, back then we didn't have a lot of contents in English. I used to have my grammar books, you know, some some recordings in English that I had, and some CDs that I got from my mother.
Hmm.
But we didn't have much content in English like YouTube. So
Yep.
we needed to read books
Hmm.
like encyclopedia, dictionary to get to know the words,
Yep.
and to try to grasp a little bit of the language. But it was just a little piece of the language that
Hmm.
used to do by studying.
Hmm.
But then I started to study English through a course,
Hmm.
and then I started to learn more and more about the grammar rules, but also I started to speak with my uh, classmates, so to speak, you know.
Hmm.
And after a while, I start to communicate, even though I was learning, but I
Hmm.
was practicing it. And over time, I was able to learn the rules of the language,
Hmm.
and then I continue to be in touch with the language, continue to talk to people through speaking clubs.
Yeah.
And after a while, I start to forget the rules. I start to for, you
Yep.
know, I start to forget the rules that I've learned.
Hmm.
It means that the rules they are important at least at the beginning to try to speak better.
Yep.
But in order to be fluent, in order to communicate, it's not that necessary.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Even for me, dude, like in my initial days, I thought English grammar is the main key to be fluent in English language. That's why
Mhm.
I studied grammar months and months, years and years. But later I found, after 2 or 3 years of studying grammar, I ended up nothing. All right. Then I decided to stop studying grammar. Instead, I focused on speaking, And luckily, COVID-19 came in this world. Like in that time, I found some speakers from different parts of the world, and I met with them as well as I would practice spoken English with myself. I mean, to be honest with you, I was born in a village in my country, and most of the friends they were kind of making fun of me. So that's why I would practice my spoken English with the Lissy tree. There's a Lissy tree backside of our, house, and I would practice with that Lissy tree. That was the way to improve, practice my spoken English. But I found, yeah, grammar helped me, but the rules of grammar didn't help me. Just I needed to know some senses of grammar, like how this language is constructed, how this language is spoken in other countries. So we need to have some senses. By applying those senses, we gotta practice our spoken English, writing English, or reading whatever. All right. So I thought like learning definition of grammar is not that much helpful to improve our language, isn't it? What do you think, dude, in this case?
Not at all, because, for example, if you want to know what is water, you don't need to get a definition of it.
Indeed, yep. Mm-hmm.
And you just need to get a picture of water, and then you just need to know how to pronounce it. You already know what is water,
Yeah,
you know, but you don't need a definition of it unless that you
exactly.
want to know, you know, the physics, the nature of the water. It's not necessary.
Yeah.
So if you learn the rules, the definition of something, it's even harder to learn about it. It's like you wanna you wanna learn, you wanna get a profession,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
And then you go to university, and
Mm-hmm.
then you study a lot of it about it, the
Yeah,
profession. But then after that, you need to work with that,
exactly.
in order to get experience with the work. But there are some people, they start to work with that. They not even know the rules. They not even went to university or college. They just do a course, for
Mm-hmm.
example, a very short, you know, course in order to learn the profession, how to do stuff.
Yep.
They just learn a little bit of the rules, and
Mm-hmm.
then they apply it. And after a while, if they wanna get specialized, they go to university. They get more information about something that they already do, because they wanna get more and more
Mm-hmm.
professional, so to speak. You
Yeah.
know. So when it comes to speak a language, it's the same. You need just start to get
Mm-hmm.
in touch with the language
Yep.
as soon as possible. Start to use it, because if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yep.
And after a while, if you want to get a master of the language, you can study more
Yeah.
grammar, more rules, and that's fine. And but you need to get at least uh, the idea of how to speak the language, and understand uh, native speakers,
Yeah.
and you know. So that's the idea.
Exactly. That's right. So, dude, like, do you think that, like, if we wanna be master in English language, then it could be possible to improve our language within 3 months? What do you think? Is it possible or not?
To become a master,
Yep. Is it
you
possible to,
mean
I
you
mean, is
mean
it, yeah.
any person, or like
Hmm.
you're talking
No,
about people that has a good
yeah.
English level?
Yeah,
What are you
like
talking?
in our country, people they have misconception. I mean, they think if they do a course for 3 months, then they'll be master in English language. But I just tell them this is not our own language. Even
Hmm.
to learn our own language, our mother tongue, it takes time, approximately 6 months or 1 year time to improve our own language. All
Hmm.
right, but English is a foreign language. If we want to be
Hmm.
master in this language, then it takes time. We can't be master in this language within 3 months. But
Right.
there are some guardians, they think that, oh, is it possible to improve I mean, spoken English within 3 months, or what do you think? I face this kind of problems because I teach some students nowadays, some guardians, they come to me and they tell me, oh, I see there are many courses out there. They teach kids for 3 months course or something, all right? So
Hmm.
they think that like it's a very much possible to improve their, I mean, spoken English within 3 months. So
Hmm.
um, you are a fantastic English speaker, and I guess you have been learning this language for a long time. So
Hmm.
after
Yeah.
studying many years of studying, what do you think? Is it possible to learn a language within 3 months or not?
That's that's not possible.
Yeah,
I took 1 year to learn the language. Just the rules. I took 1 year.
yeah,
But it doesn't mean that we already know the language because you learn the rules. You need
exactly.
to internalize the rules. You
Yeah.
know,
Mm-hmm.
once that you learn the rules, you need to internalize it. So it's impossible to internalize the rules of a language in just 3 months. It took
Exactly.
me it took me 1 year, and I wasn't able to internalize all the rules of the language. I needed
Mm.
to put it put it into use, so to speak. You know, I needed to listen to music. I
Mm-hmm.
needed to speak. I needed to try to speak up, to try to internalize those rules in my mind. So it's impossible. I mean, it's possible to learn in a couple of months a language. I'd say that if you study really hard, but in order to master the language, it it take it take,
Yeah, it
I'd say,
takes time.
years in
Yeah.
order
Hmm.
to internalize the rules of a language, to master a language. But I'd say in months it's possible to be able to communicate, not to master a language, but
Hmm.
to communicate, to convey your thoughts, your
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah.
That's possible. Yeah.
So, dude, like, how long did it take to reach this level you are now?
Well, well, it took me more than 3 years
Wow.
to achieve this level.
Hmm.
You know,
After 3 years, you
it's
are,
been a long journey.
we go like those who are fluent English speaker,
Uh-huh.
they go through a lot of difficulties. So,
Right.
dude, like, did you have any problem like some of your friends? I mean, maybe they are your best friends, like they were making fun of you because of your maybe broken English or wrong English.
Mhm.
So, did you face that problem or not?
Yeah, people here in Brazil, they are kind of perfectionists. If
Yep.
they hear
Oh,
someone, uh, s- you know, making mistakes,
yep.
but it's not necessarily making mistakes. It's more related to the accent. If they notice weird accent, they would criticize you. They would make fun of you.
All right.
But I remember that I used to have some conversations here at work with some workmates that speak English, and people would
Mm-hmm.
looking look to us and you know
Yep.
maybe laugh, but they would they would not criticize
Yep.
so hard because they knew that we were kind of learning
Mm-hmm.
and trying to communicate. But if you go to social media and try to record a video in front of to record a
Yeah.
video uh, and then show the public, people
Yeah.
usually start to make fun of you, start to
Yeah.
criticize you. That's not something that I would recommend anyone to do,
Yeah. True.
to show their videos. But people usually they like people there. They think that they need to know all the rules of the language before
Mm-hmm.
starting to speak. You know, that's
Yeah.
not something necessary.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Dude, like after learning this language, I'm not that much good speaker. Still I'm on the way to be very much fluent like native speaker, but still I think after knowing this language a little bit, I learned a lot of things because I
Mhm.
met with some great people from different parts of the world, as well as I'm connected with the people are from Bangladesh. I mean, there are some great people are from Bangladesh. I'm connected with them. So I'm getting a
Mhm.
lot of advantage or benefits. So what kind of benefits you were getting to, could you please share with me something?
Right now, I'm not in touch with a lot of English speakers uh,
Mm,
out there because I'm not joining speaking clubs very often as I
yeah.
used to. But
Mm-hmm.
whenever I join a speaking club, it's always something
Yeah.
nice. I feel comfortable there. But I know that I need to do different activities in order to keep having fun learning the language because you need to try different ways to
Yeah.
to enjoy this long journey. So that's why I'm not joining speaking clubs very often.
Mm.
But I do have a I'd say week conversation with a guy from Czech Republic. We every
Oh.
week
Mm.
we
Okay.
we have a we have a conversation, you know.
That's
So
perfect.
that helps us to be in touch with the language. It helps us to communicate
Mm.
and don't get rusty. But I'd say English nowadays for me it's like a tool. It's not a subject to be learned
All
anymore
right.
as it
Yeah.
used
Okay.
to. It's
Yeah.
just a tool to communicate, to have fun. I like to sing in English. I like to listen to music in English, and sometimes I like to study some materials in English. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I have the habit to read every day in English, you know.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
nowadays, English it's part of my daily daily routine, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I it's not necessarily to go abroad to get a job. It's more
Yeah.
like something that I use to learn, to develop myself as a person, to train my brain, you know,
Yeah.
because learning a language definitely uh, has a lot of benefits, I'd say.
Yeah. Though nowadays, I found one thing like English has changed my life. You know, it has given me a career. It has given me earning source, respectation. All right. I received a lot of things in my life, but through this language. So I'm
Hmm.
really indebted to language. I mean, forever. you
Hmm.
know, without knowing this language, maybe I wouldn't be that much. Familiar face in my country.
Right, right.
I was born in a small village in my country, and because of this language, many like great people, teachers, professors. I mean, I mean, children are coming to my institute and they are learning this language, and because of this, I'm a familiar face in my place. So without this language, I wouldn't be that much, familiar in my place. So like in my place anyway. So
Right.
this language has changed my life. So
Hmm.
how about you? Like, did you get something like me? For example, definitely you are connected with some great people from different parts of the world. So beside this, like, what kind of benefits did you receive in your life through this language?
Well, as you mentioned, we can from our place we can travel through the world
Yeah,
because we consume contents from all around the world. You
yeah,
know,
indeed.
we 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 get to know people that we've never met before.
Yep.
Like if you have someone that you are inspired,
Mm-hmm.
like a native speaker that you are inspired, some people that you would like to know, you can know them now that you can understand them.
Yeah.
For example, as I've told you, I was watching an interview with Michael Jackson, something that I never thought that would be able to do, you know.
Mm.
And and I could and I could learn about personal stuff about
Mm-hmm.
him. Something
Yeah.
I was really inspired by him uh,
Mm-hmm.
when I was younger. I used to enjoy to listen to him to
Wow.
dance
Great.
like him. You know, I used to enjoy his dances, his moves, and I had this opportunity to learn a little bit about him. And
Mm-hmm.
something that I've discovered about him was that he was a perfectionist, you know.
Ooh.
But you know, to be able to perform like him, he needed to be like working hard to do that. You know, he needed to work hard to achieve that level of dance, so to speak, or
Yeah.
that level of singing or performance. But he was so perfectionist that he was never what is the word, satisfied with
Mm-hmm.
his movies, with his dances, with his work. He was never satisfied. That's why he was kind of the best, you know. He was the best because of that. He was never satisfied. But the
Mm-hmm.
point is, because he was never satisfied, he was always sad after the show, you know.
Yeah.
Most of the time he was sad because he was always trying to be the best, the best
Mm.
possible. It's like us, we want to speak English and we want
Right.
to speak perfectly. And
Wow.
sometimes we are so perfectionist that we are not satisfied with the level, even though we speak well. Even though we speak well, we can communicate. We are not satisfied with the level. We always want to achieve this kind of level, this kind of perfection in order
Mm-hmm.
to be happy, and we don't need to do that, you know. But it was something that I could learn. Basically, by learning the language, I could get to know people that I was inspired, and I've never, thought that I would be able to do.
Yeah.
Just so
That's
so
true.
that you can have an idea.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. So, dude, like, what's your best activities to do in English language? For example, I love to read books nowadays,
Mhm,
you know,
mhm,
because through reading English books, I learned a lot of things in my life.
mhm,
Without reading English books, I was kind of, yeah, a little bit talented, but not that much. But after reading, see, still there's a book beside me. I guess you know
mhm.
this book. Do you know
Still
this?
like United.
Wow, yes. Great one.
I've never heard. I've
Yeah, really.
never heard about it.
Austin Kleon, no?
Uh-huh.
So big, big collection. I have more than 200 books.
Uh-huh.
I
Wow.
have gone through, yep. So this
Wow.
is my favorite one, and I take notes, see, like um I use highlighter and other stuffs like see, I highlight it. See,
Uh-huh.
see,
Right.
yes.
Uh-huh.
See,
That's cool.
then when I get some nice informations in that time, I highlight and take note. This is how I, yeah, see, I pass my time. And, without knowing this language, I wouldn't know how to be a nice person, how to be a talentful person. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the thing I love to do in English language. And how about you, dude? Like, what's the
Mm-hmm.
best thing you love to do? I mean, it could be listening podcast or reading books, or I mean, meeting with people. So what's your best thing to do in English language?
Wow. Nowadays there are so many things that I do that it's
Right.
hard to define what is my favorite activity. But definitely I like to talk to people. That's one
Good
of my
job.
favorite activities, you know. As I mentioned to you,
Yeah.
I like to I've been reading in English daily.
Oh, yeah.
That's something that's something that I do because I know that through it I can develop my knowledge. I can develop myself as a person. I can develop my English
Yeah.
vocabulary, you know. I can develop my English reading, and even though my English speech, because it's a combination, so to speak. You need to
Yeah.
listen, you need to speak, you need to read, you know. It's a combination that you need to to apply in order to be able to speak even better, to be able to understand even better. You need to do all of it. But my favorite activity still uh, is still speak to people from all around the world. I really enjoy to share information with them. I need to I enjoy to hang out with them. You know, it's really fun.
Indeed, it's a really fun. Like um uh, a few years ago, dude, I was going through a stress, huge stress. And luckily, I found some people from different parts of the world, like you, Alex, and sister Mithin, brother Sunit Kumar. Like we used to practice approximately every single day. All right. So that was the main source of happiness because I was going through depression, money problem, and other stuffs. All right. At the moment I would come in this kind of meetings, you know, I mean, all of a sudden. Like nothing comes. I mean, no negativity comes
Hmm.
or any depression comes, all right. It was full of happiness, isn't it? So
Exactly.
it's still
It's a
like,
game changing, as people say. It's a
yep.
game change. Our life just changed a lot as
Hmm.
we learn a language, as we get to know people that speak the language. It
Yeah.
doesn't need it doesn't even need to be a native speaker, but just the fact that you are in a community doing
Mm-hmm.
something that you enjoy to do along with a lot of people, that's something incredible. Sometimes people want to find a place
Hmm.
uh, to what is the word? Mm, people want to apply to find their place,
Yep. Indeed.
and sometimes it's really hard to find their place in the in the in their community, in their country, or in their neighbor. But when we join a group of people like those that has the same goal as
Mm-hmm.
you, which is learning a language, it's something incredible. That's the word that I was looking for. You feel that you belong to something, you know. You feel like I belong to to something. It's if you are lost, trying to find some place to be, you know, to
Yeah.
belong to, you just find here in those communities because you can share your thoughts, your feelings, you know.
Yeah.
I could share a lot of things with people here that I wouldn't with my friends, with my family members. I could share with people here, and that helped me a lot to put it out because it's important to put out your feelings, your especially negative feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And here you have this possibility.
Oh yeah. True. So I mean, how's your wife? I mean, does she speak in this language? I mean, in English
No,
language?
she
No?
doesn't speak English, even though she loves
All right.
language. She loves especially pop songs. You know,
Okay. Hmm.
she loves more English music than Brazilian music. You
All
know,
right. Yeah.
but even so, he's not able to speak it.
Okay. So, like, how does she feel like the moment you are speaking in English in front of her? How does she feel? Does she feel angry
Well,
or something?
I think I think she feel kind of proud, but
Oh,
also,
great.
but at the same time kind of jealous sometimes because
Okay.
this time that I'm talking to someone in front of her,
Yep.
she 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 feel like left out.
Oh, oh, she wants
She
to run
wanna
away. She wants to run away. All right, kinda.
she not run away, but she feels left out. She
Okay.
wanted
Mm,
to be part of it, or she
okay.
wanted
Oh.
to be part of the conversation. She wanted to be there, but she can't because of the language. She can't speak the language, so
Mm.
she kind of feel jealous because she feel left out, of the
Okay.
conversation, so to speak.
Oh,
No,
that's nice. So does she want to learn this language or not?
she wants to, but it's not easy for her.
Exactly.
She's not a easy learner.
Oh.
She face a lot of difficulty to learn something. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and learning a language it's not easy.
Yeah, true.
It takes a
True.
lot of work. It takes a lot of time, and she doesn't have it at least right now.
Mm-hmm. You could be the best teacher. I mean, you could be the best teacher of your, I mean,
Right,
sports.
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But sometimes the person has to want
Yep.
to learn a language in order to be helped. If the
Mm-hmm.
person don't make efforts, if you see that the person don't want to put the effort to learn,
Yeah.
it's not possible to help them.
True.
You need to see that the person wants to learn. It's like if someone pay for you to learn a
Mm-hmm.
language,
Yeah,
you know that this person wants to learn a language, and then you
exactly.
you make effort, to help this person because he's paying you, and also she's make effort, né,
Mm-hmm.
to learn, and then you feel happy to help this person.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, dude, like, how many languages do you speak, beside English?
I speak, I don't speak
Hmm.
as much as I used to Spanish
All right.
because it is close to my native language, Portuguese.
Yeah.
I studied Spanish for 8 years or eight
Oh,
months
go
actually,
ahead. Okay.
eight,
Yeah.
8 months, but then I stopped because
Why? How come? How come?
I was kind of disfocused. I
Mm-hmm.
was learning English and learning Spanish at the same time. And when it comes to Spanish, I didn't find a lot of content that I
Oh.
enjoy to listen to in Spanish, but I didn't find a lot of content that I wanted in in Spanish, like movies and different contents that I'm interested in Spanish. And that's why I lost interest in
All right.
Spanish, you know. So I keep studying English.
Mm.
So I know a lot of words. If I go back to study Spanish, I think that I would learn really fast,
Yeah.
and that I would communicate uh, really really fast. But nowadays I'm not in contact with the language, you know.
Oh, okay. So, do you have any plan to learn another foreign language beside English? You
Not
know,
now, not
no?
now, not now,
All
because
right.
like a married person, you have a lot of
You don't want to
responsibility.
waste your time.
You have a lot of
Yeah.
responsibilities, and you need to be selective,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to your time, what to do with your time. And most of my time nowadays is to care of my family,
Oh, yeah.
and it's really hard as a single person. You
Yeah.
can do whatever you want,
True.
whatever you want, but once that you get married, you,
Yeah.
you need to be more selective. So if you are at home, it's really hard to find time to study, to find time to do your stuff, the things that you like, because you need to take care of your family, you need to give them attention. So it's really hard to
Yeah, true.
to focus on your things.
So in this case, dude, I'm really lucky enough still, because I'm a single
Right,
person,
right,
and whatever I wanna do, I can do. But my family
right.
members are pressuring me to be married. I just tell them, you guys wanna make me a slave, all right? My
Mm.
family members are kind of angry on me.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
yeah. So, dude, like nowadays, you're super busy now. I mean, because of your family and other stuff. So, what's your future plan, dude? Like, one day you told me that you wanted to be an English teacher. So, do you have any plan to be an English teacher nowadays, or like you
Yeah,
have changed your plan?
I still have this desire to be an English teacher.
Yeah.
Uh, and also I started to study therapy.
Oh, yeah.
I decided that I wanted to be a therapist,
Yep.
but it's really hard to find time to dedicate to it, to
Yeah.
dedicate to this therapist career or to dedicate to be a teacher,
Yeah.
you know?
True.
It's really hard to find time to dedicate to it, but I
Yeah.
still have this kind of desire for it.
So, what are you doing nowadays for surviving?
Um, well, I'm really involved with the congregation activities right now,
Mm-hmm. All right.
and I'm really involved with my family,
Mm.
my family stuff,
Yep.
and I need to take care of my mother as well because
Mm-hmm.
he needs my she needs my attention as
Yep.
well.
Yeah.
Rather than that, I'm trying to go back to my therapist
All right.
studies because I finished my course. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not I'm not uh, acting. I'm not working as a therapist yet, but
Yep.
but I still need to be in touch with contents,
All right. That's
you
nice.
know, therapist contents in order to develop my knowledge
Mm-hmm.
and also in order to develop myself because I decided to learn therapy to develop myself as a person
Mm-hmm.
to understand how brains work,
Wow.
how human beings behave. I really enjoy this kind of content.
Mm.
So I'm kind of trying to go back to study because
Yeah.
I'm just focused right now. I'm not studying therapy. I'm not studying to be an English teacher. So I need to go back to my studies, but I'm not really motivated right now to study.
That's great. That's really great. But I think like we shouldn't focus, I mean, we shouldn't be multi-focused. Even for me,
Mhm,
dude, like a few years ago, I was really multi-focused. Sometimes I wanted
mhm,
to be a policeman. Sometimes I
mhm.
wanted to be a cricketer. I mean, cricket game. All right.
Right,
Sometimes like,
right.
sometimes an English teacher. Then one of my
Mhm,
teacher, he helped me to open my eyes. He told me like, if you are single focused, then you can change your
right,
life dramatically. Don't
right.
be multi-focused because when you are multi-focused, then you are dividing your energy for everything. But at
Mhm,
the end of the day, result is zero and you are getting nothing. So
right.
one life, maybe I mean, life expect, I mean, one life maybe you will stay in this world maybe 70 years maximum. So within
Right,
these years, like you gotta do a lot of things. For example, you gotta make money, you gotta
right,
build up your career, and you have a lot of responsibilities. But if you are
right.
multi-focused, then you are losing your times. Times never
Mhm,
come back. So
right.
be single focused, and then you will be, a tremendous person, like a wonderful person in this world. So
It's
then I
it's
decided,
easier.
yeah, then I took a decision to be an English teacher. See,
Mm,
I've been an English teacher, and I mean, my
right,
dream has come true. Yeah,
right. Exactly.
yeah,
Let's go for it.
yeah,
Because we just as you mentioned, we just have one life, and
yeah,
but we have a lot of desires. You
exactly.
know,
Yep.
we have a lot of desires. We have a lot of goals,
Mm-hmm.
but it's important to choose at least one of them and try to go for it because no time and time goes by really fast.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah. So, nowadays I miss you a lot, dude. We would have a lot of meetings, we would have wonderful times. But
Mhm.
nowadays, I miss you guys. Because of my
Mhm.
busy schedule, even I don't come on social media nowadays a lot. The
Mhm. Mhm.
moment I see like, yeah, Alex is online, then why not texting like, is still, I mean, at least how's it he going? How is it going? I mean, something like this, all right.
Right.
This is the thing, dude.
And I'm really glad for that you that you
Yeah,
reaching out because sometimes we are not motivated to go back to talk, and
yeah,
then but if you get in touch with someone familiar, it's good. It's
indeed.
something that because sometimes if you stop some activity for a while, it's really hard
Hmm.
to go back to it. It's really
Exactly.
hard to get used to it again,
Hmm.
So if you have someone to push you, it's really you know important. It's really
Yeah,
uh, but anyway.
yeah. So, dude, like,
So
yeah, yeah. Go
as
ahead. Sorry.
a
Mm.
teacher nowadays, what have you been doing? I mean, do you work every day as a teacher? How is it for you to
Yeah.
work as a teacher
Every
nowadays?
single day I'm working on English language. I mean, I teach them in spoken English. I
Hmm.
don't teach them, I mean, academic English, because academic English is the main source of making them, I mean, jobless. So if we
Hmm.
know this language, we can at least create some, I mean, careers, good careers in Bangladesh especially. So that's
Hmm.
why I'm trying my level best to teach them spoken English, as well
Hmm.
as I teach them like writing skills too. Like, these kind of things I'm basically teaching kids.
Hmm.
And I have taken this as my, I mean, profession. Yeah,
Hmm.
so I'm doing this, and I conduct 5 to 6 classes every single day.
Hmm.
So I
So
make,
do you teach just kids, isn't it? Don't you?
yeah, I love to teach kids because they follow all the instructions of their teachers. But when
Right,
I'm
right.
gonna teach like adults, they miss their classes, they don't listen teachers, all right. They're kind
That's
of
true.
shy, nervous. But for kids, no, nothing comes in their mind. Like if I
Right,
call them,
right.
hey, young man, you come and give a presentation on this topic or something, they instantly come
They
and
do
they
it.
that, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Why?
yeah. But I can see
That's
their
cool.
success. I can see their success in front of me. So that's why I love
Uh-huh.
to teach kids. Yeah,
Yeah. They they are not ashamed.
yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah.
As an adult, we usually get uh, get ashamed to speak up to make mistakes, but kids they don't care about.
All right, yeah. So, dude, like, how many countries did you travel already? Like, do you have any plan
Mm,
in near future to travel?
mm, I've never been uh, to any country,
Yeah,
uh, but I don't know. I don't have this kind of dream anymore as I used to have this kind of dream to go to America and to go to the United States. But who knows? I would love to have at least this experience to go to a foreign country,
yeah.
like a English speaking country, just to have this kind of experience, which is to use the language in an English environment, I'd say.
Oh,
I'd like to,
all right. So,
but yeah.
but I know which country. I mean, do you wanna go beside America? For example, I wanna go to first of all Japan, because I heard like
Japan.
Japanese people are,
Hmm.
they're kind, very kind, and I wanna meet
Right.
with some Japanese people there.
Hmm.
Secondly, I wanna go South Africa. South Africa one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So these are my two dream countries, but I don't know exactly
Uh-huh.
whether my dream will become true or not. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
still I'm thinking to go there, those countries. How
Oh,
about
yeah,
you? I
that's
mean,
pretty cool.
uh,
Well, right now, as I've told you, I don't have this kind of I don't know. I used to have this kind of a dream going abroad, but not nowadays. And
Oh.
for me, just stay here, for me, it's kind of enough. But I don't know if I could go to a Spanish-speaking country, I would go
Mm-hmm.
as well,
Wow.
just because of the language, not because of anything else, just because of the language that I would enjoy to use the language there,
Wow.
to have some experience with the locals, talking to them
Yeah.
using their native language. But it's just an idea, you know. That's
Yeah.
not something really deep that I have in my heart as I used to.
That's great. That's great. I know, like, dude, to be honest with you, Alex, like, we have been friends approximately more than 5 years, both of us here, isn't it?
It's been
Yeah. So,
almost
I
5 years.
I see you approximately for 5 years, but it's still, the moment I meet with you, I feel super happy because you have a smiling face all the time. I don't know exactly what's the magic behind that.
I don't know. It's not all the time, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
because I'm just here right now because I'm enjoying this moment. You know,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this time with you. But it's not all the time that I want to be here, that I want
Mm-hmm.
to be here talking.
Yeah.
It's like if you do the same activity again and again, you know, after a while, you just to lose motivation, you start to get bored. It needs to be once in a while, uh
Mm-hmm.
in order
Yes.
to be fun, in order to be something new. You- It's like our brain. It's like they wants to it wants to have something new, you know. So if you do the same activity over and over, after a while you get bored.
Yeah,
You need
indeed.
to find something else in order to
Yeah.
enjoy life. So it's been now a while since last time that we talked. So right now that we go back to talk again, it's like really fun,
Yeah,
because
that's true.
it's like new. It's like something new for us, I have a
Yeah.
new experience after a very long time.
No, like, when I meet with you, I think, oh, Alex is a very nice person. I mean, he's one of the happiest person in the world because he has a smiling face all the time. I ever never found like you had, um, I mean, face like you were sad or something. Always you were smiling. All right.
Uh,
So it made me super happy. Like I think you are super happy
Mhm.
person in this
Oh,
world.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it isn't all it isn't always like that.
Yeah.
And I always try my best to enjoy life. I
Mm-hmm.
always try my best to be the best person that I can be,
Yeah.
that I can still laughing, that I can still enjoying moments like that. Because
Mm-hmm.
otherwise it's gonna be like just what is the word for that? If you if you if you if you pretend that you are happy but you're not, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you are smiling but you're not happy from inside, you
Yeah.
know. And I don't like the idea to live like that, just smiley from outside but not from inside, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So that's why I try to live my life in a way that allows me to be like that as much as possible,
That's
to be
great.
like that as much as I can. So, for example, I was having a conversation about our consci consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
or our consciousness, which is a voice that we have inside of us
Mm-hmm.
that tell us what to do. Don't do that, or do this. It's like a voice inside of us, our conscious.
Yeah.
And we were having a conversation about the importance of listening to our consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes we wanna take some decisions, we wanna know what to do,
Yeah.
and when we talk to ourselves, we when this. when we have this kind of conversation with ourselves, usually we get a good insight
Mm-hmm.
related to what to do with our lives in order to
Exactly.
be happy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays I've been talking a lot with myself, with
Wow.
my mind, with my in order to find my way, you know, in order to know what to do. Depends on the situation, in order to know what to do. I've been talking a lot with myself because our consciousness, it's like a guider, or a guideline that if we follow, we're gonna be happy. Otherwise, if we don't follow, it's like what I'm saying, you know, our consciousness talk to us. You're not doing what I'm saying, you know. So I think it is important to talk to ourselves, to our consciousness, in order to make good decisions in life. So that's something that I've been doing right now. I've been talking to myself a lot, you know, in order to continue have this kind of smile in my face because our consciousness, it's like a guide that if we follow, we're gonna go do good, so to speak.
Yeah, that's really great. Self-talking is the mirror of
Hmm.
ourself. Like when we are, I mean, saying something with ourselves, then we can figure out our mistakes. We can figure out our problems in our life. So it's
Hmm.
great. That's amazing thing you are doing.
It's like a daydream.
Yeah. No, it's still like if we wanna get back from our like negative thoughts or problems in our life,
Hmm.
self-talking is the best practice we can do to get rid of problems, stress, or anything. So, right. So
Hmm.
when we are, for example, we are going through depression or financial problems or something, we are talking with ourselves. Oh, yeah, I need to do this. I need to do that. So, like we are asking questions
Hmm.
and we are getting results by ourselves. All right.
Hmm.
So self-talking is the great thing. Yeah. You are
Yeah.
genius, dude. You're genius.
Yeah, but you know, something that helped me is to read,
Yeah.
because if you read, if you study, you start to make connections. You
Yeah.
know, you connect the things that you're studying or that you're reading with the things that you already know. You know,
Yeah.
start to make connection between between them, between information, between learning uh, activities, so to speak, and then start to make connections, and then helps you to think to yourself or talk to
Yeah.
yourself, so to speak. That's why reading, it's a good activity.
Yeah.
It,
Exactly.
it helps you a lot to think for yourself, because as you read, you get your own conclusion and not someone else's conclusion. It's
Yeah.
like reading. It's not like watching a movie, for example. If you're watching a movie, you are getting someone else ideas, someone else information, you know.
Exactly.
But if you read something, you get your own conclusions, you know. You
Yeah.
get your own thoughts, your own information. That's why reading is something so good, because you are getting information out of your ourselves, so to speak, not for out of someone else's mind, so to
Yeah.
speak, you know.
Yeah.
So it's very good.
So, dude, thank you very much. I guess we should go.
All
Yeah.
right, it's always a
Yeah. After
pleasure
a
to
long,
meet you.
long time, I'm really
Right.
over the moon to have you here.
Me too, me too.
Oh my
Thanks so
goodness.
much
I
for
was
inviting
missing
me.
you so probably. Yeah. So it's my
Me
pleasure
too.
to have you back all the time, dude. I miss you because you were a genius person I have ever found in my life.
I would like, I would like
Yeah,
to.
because you have a smiling face, like everything I enjoy, the moment I meet with you. So
Yeah, it's
thank you
always
very
fun to
much.
talk to you too.
Yeah,
Hope to see you really soon.
yeah. So see ya. See you with you very soon. So till then,
All
take care
right.
of yourself, my best friend, Alex.
Thank
So
you.
see ya. Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye.